In this video, you will see how to make a cake with edible sugar print. This is a tall red velvet cream cheese cake made with 6 layers. I'm going to share all the details as to how to place the sugar print on the cake, how to make the cream cheese frosting, how I write messages on the cake, and much more. So before we begin, if you are new to my channel, do press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such informative videos. So without further ado, let's get started. Here I have taken two 6-inch red velvet sponge cakes, the recipe of which I have already shared in details on my channel and the link is given in the description box below. Turn the cake upside down and I will cut it in 3 layers each. The recipe of this sponge cake is also given in the description box below. These 3 layers are cut and now I will cut the other cake too into 3 layers. After this, let's prepare the cream cheese frosting. For the frosting, in between the cake layers, I have taken 1 cup of chilled non-dairy whipping cream and I will whip it till the stiff peaks appear. Keep checking after every 3 to 4 minutes, and if the peaks drop down, it means you need to whisk it for some more time. And here you can see the peaks are stiff and not dropping down. This means we need to stop whisking and the cream is ready and it will not melt after frosting the cake. Here I have taken a small pack of cream cheese, and if you want to make this at home, do watch my tiramisu video where I have shown how to prepare it easily. The link is given in the I button above. I will whisk this cream for 2 minutes till it is soft. At this stage, please add 3 to 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar. I haven't added as I like the cake of mild sweetness. Now I will mix this to the whipped cream. The cream I have used is of Tropolite brand and it is already sweet. But when you add the cream cheese, you need to add the extra sugar to balance the taste. So do add the 3 to 4 spoons of powdered sugar at this stage. Mix this well so that the cream cheese blends well with the whipped cream. And here our delicious cream cheese frosting is ready. For making the hair, let's see how to make the chocolate ganache. This is 200 grams of melted milk chocolate compound and 100 ml of Amul fresh cream. I've heated the cream for 30 seconds in the microwave and now I will add it to the chocolate and mix well. I have also melted the chocolate for 30 seconds in the microwave. Refrigerate this for 8 hours. After 8 hours, the ganache solidifies and this is very hard, and now I will microwave it only for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds of heating, it begins to soften. And here I've heated again for 10 seconds. Mix this well and refrigerate again for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of refrigeration, this is a perfect ganache texture ready to use. Let's decorate the cake. Soak the layer with plain water. You can also add sugar to this water. This is cream cheese frosting. I'm going to give a thin layer of cream cheese. You can choose to add more in between each layer. Place the next layer and repeat the process for all the layers. Before placing the third layer, fill in the gaps from the side as this will give a strong base for the layers on top. This is the sixth and the topmost layer of the cake. Gently press it down if the cake is tilting from one side to keep everything firmly, and moisten it on the top as well. And spread the cream cheese. For the 6 layers, I have completely used the cream cheese frosting that I have made. Now I'll refrigerate this cake for 30 minutes for the crumbs to set. Remember to coat well from all the sides. If the cake is tilting on one side, it is very natural, which will be covered and made straight in the final cream coating. Till the cake is cooling, let's whip some more cream. In the same bowl, I have taken 1 cup of whipping cream and I will whisk it till the stiff peaks appear. Here the peaks are perfect and the cream is ready. Take a piping bag and fill in the cream. This way you will be able to spread the frosting uniformly on the cake. Give a cut as per how thick you want the frosting to be on the cake. Pipe out the cream all around. Again, just a reminder, do add extra sugar in the cream cheese frosting when you make it. As this cake is made for myself, I like it mildly sweet. Beginning from the top, start spreading the cream evenly with a palette knife and then continue on the sides in one direction only. To get a smooth finish, I am using a hard plastic piece. Smoothen from the sides and alternatively use the palette knife and back with the scraping plastic. Keep repeating till you get the desired finish. Here the perfect finishing is not required as the top will be covered with the print and the sides with the design. Here I've got a 5-inch sugar print printed from a bakery and I will first check whether it fits perfect on the top, as once you place it, no changes can be made. After trimming near the neck, I will place it and rub gently with the fingers to take out air pockets if any. This is 1 teaspoon of neutral gel and I will mix some water in it to make it of runny consistency. Spreading this on the sugar sheet is very important as this will prevent the sugar sheet from cracking when we refrigerate the cake. I am showing in detail so that you can make this successfully at home without going wrong. Spread the gel very gently with the fingers as that's the best way to do it. If you use a paintbrush, the print may get scratched. Though this technique doesn't look very classy, but it is the safest way to spread the gel. Otherwise, at this point, if something goes wrong, the cake is of no use. Remember to give only a thin layer of the gel. Here I am removing the excess gel that is being applied, as we want a very thin coating. Here I have taken 1 nozzle and I will fill the piping bag with the whipped cream to make rosettes on the side of the cake. I have filled the piping bag with the whipped cream. You can cover the sides completely with any design of your choice. Also, as the sides will be covered with the design, the finishing of the frosting does not matter. I will make a similar border on the top edge of the cake as well. Many friends ask me as to why the cream melts and does not hold design after being piped out. The only answer is you need to whip the cream till the stiff peak stage as shown, and then your design will stay and it will not melt. Also, an electric beater is required to get the perfect consistency. The ganache is ready to use. It is smooth and very sticky too. It is much different from the whipped cream in texture and needs some practice to make the rosettes with it. Here I have taken a 2D nozzle to make the rosettes for the hair. Cut the piping bag and fit the nozzle before filling in the ganache. And I filled a bag with the ganache. Trying the rosettes before the final design ensures the ganache is holding its shape after being piped out, and it is very important to check it before. The ganache is perfect and is holding the desired shape. Beginning from the center, pipe out the rosettes. When half side is done, do the other half and remember to follow one direction of the rosettes. And the hair is done. This ganache tastes absolutely fabulous. I'm just piping out some flowers to fill in the gap with the same 1M nozzle. After this, I will show you how I write messages on the cake. Roll out white fondant and cut into an inch thick strip. I have dipped the paintbrush in the black food color, and now I will write on the fondant strip. My handwriting may not be perfect, but one day with practice sure it will be. Leave this strip to dry for at least 2 hours. To err is human, I dropped the strip and so it got a little smudged. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up now, and now I will cut the cake. I had cut this cake with my family and enjoyed it too. You too try making this cake. The recipe details are given in the description box below. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such interesting videos. Thank you for watching.